The vestibular is a competitive examination and is the primary and widespread entrance system used by Brazilian universities to select their students. The vestibular usually takes place from November to January, right before the start of school year in February or March, although some universities hold it every semester. The exam often span usually 3, with different disciplines being tested each day. 22,300 candidates run for 3.1 thousand vacancies in 45 underdegree courses. The vestibular is structured into 2 phases. The first phase has 1-day test and it covers general knowledge. Second phase is composed of 2 days in regular courses, covering specific knowledge, and 3 days for artistic courses, covering technical abilities.
The language teaching courses are divided in 4 specific areas: English, Portuguese, French, and Spanish. The English bachelor's course lasts 4 years and consists on having specific subjects about one's major and also different subjects related to it. On the 3rd grade of the graduation course, students must start the internship that lasts the 2 final years. These are the practical years of the course, which students are going to practice what they have learned in the theory. This internship in the final year, in the final grade, they are going to guide your thesis. The language teaching course is annual and it's divided in 4 quarters that compose the school year. There are some specific subjects that if students flunk at, they are going to be stuck on the learning process and they are doing again the subjects, not advancing in the other subjects. Some hours must be fulfilled. They are divided in 2,200 hours of regular classes, 400 hours of internship, 200 are for extracurricular activity.
There's no denying the Londrina State University is always buzzing with great sorts of activity. Even during the 9-long days prior to this year, there are still important events going on around campus. Like in Imagine, for example, students and professors of all courses came together to discuss several related topics related to the question of image. Many things were included, like a movie about the Romani people and the political influence of the character Mafalda. Another important event we had recently was the Será Cultural. It happened on the first Thursday of August, and we had many workshops that day. It was hosted by our very own Department of Modern Foreign Languages, and we had workshops with subjects like Muay Thai and artistic makeup. And of course, the most important events of all are the prom party and the graduation ceremony. It's certainly the one thing that every student thinks about during all of the years of their courses, and something to celebrate and never forget.
Londrina State University attends around 20,000 people among students, professors, and employees. To meet the demand, there are 6 places where we can eat on campus: a restaurant and 5 cafeterias. The university restaurant serves around 4,000 meals a day at the price of $270. The other cafeterias serve meals and snacks or just snacks. Since 2014, the university restaurant is going through a restoration, and many students are worried about spending more money in food in the outsourced cafeterias. Since I got into the university, I used to have dinner at the university restaurant. It's very cheap and the food is good. There were some problems as the lack of space and the huge lines mostly on the days they had special meals. I used to spend around $6 a month with food at the university, but there has been almost a year since the restaurant is not attended, and my food costs came to more than $100 a month. The cafeterias do not serve dinner, they have snacks and sweets, and to have a proper dinner I have to bring my food from home.
Is a teaching initiation program in which students can participate, having the chance to be inside the public schools playing the teacher role. When participating to the BEAT, students have the chance to experience schools and how it works. preparing themselves for the future. Besides experiencing the school, the students are supervised by the guardian teacher of the classroom, who can also learn the new ways of teaching from them. The program also requires students to meet once a week to discuss about their experiences, planning classes, programming events, and other courses, which can be offered to the public school students. In short, PB is an excellent program for learning and preparing to be a teacher, sharing experiences and having the opportunity to have a first contact with a public school as a public teacher, and participating to the public school teacher community. Also, having the chance to participate to many events in and outside the campus.
The Office of International Affairs is a rectory office meant to establish agreements with foreign institutions for teaching and researching. The office is an open door to the university concerning negotiations with countries around the world. Through agreements to contribute with the formation and evolving process of students, professors, and researchers. It's an instrument to facilitate and contribute with the internationalizations inside the university. Its main purpose is to attend our community's international concern, as well as developing activities with students, teachers, and researchers inside the university with new courses, as well as new in its diverse areas of academic studies. I had the opportunity to work as an internship in the same office for 2 years, and there I was able to learn more than I could ever imagine, as well as learning how to prepare and translate international agreements, as preparing myself for different areas of work inside my English language course area.
Let's talk a little bit about our campus security system, how it is divided and structured, and we'll see if it's safe to study and walk through the campus alone. The City Hall of the campus administrates security with vigilantes and rounds with cars and motorcycles. Besides, we have a computerized system connected to the telephone central, which records every received call. In case of traffic incidents, theft, and forbidden parking, the principal should look for the closest vigilant so that he will take the needed measures. Security cameras are installed throughout the campus to enhance monitoring on suspicious activities. Their reach is of 5 miles per degree, and they can film 360 degrees images and identify a license plate even from a certain distance. The monitoring system has new monitors, computers, and optical fiber for the capture of digital image. The campus's mayor says the university is under monitoring and vigilance 24 hours a day. So, what do you think? Is our campus safe to study and walk by yourself?
At the beginning of the school year, UEL students are informed the registration period, new residents through newsletters and posters. SEBEC makes the selection process along the board of the student house. It's a process of permanence in the University of State, designed purely to free students enrolled undergrad and graduate courses in a specific process. The student house is styled in a building at UEL, with appropriate accommodation as residential units. The maximum time of permanence in the student house will not be able to exceed the period of the course. At the student house, the living room, the laundry, and the kitchen are collective. The student house, there are 80 vacancies divided into boys and girls rooms. The purpose of the student house is to give students selected, suitable environment and conditions for residence.
Lábios is a program that allows people to have quality education for reduced price. The program is not extended only for UEL students, but also for all community. Of course, the UEL students pay even less than the other students. Lábios students have quality education and prepared teachers. Those teachers use different approaches in order to achieve language learning. It is also a good opportunity for Letras students. In here, we are able to teach even before graduation. We are tested and prepared to do so.